What is happening, y'all? Welcome on back to more Final Fantasy XVI. Let's continue this journey. Is the ship rolling in for us?
What of Barnabas? Do we pursue him?
No. Our paths will cross again soon enough. Whether we like it or not. Besides, there is something we must do first.
Of course. Drake's spine. The last Mothercrystal.
The Einherja is at the bottom of the sea. Waloed won't dare move on storm without her. But they know we're coming now. We'll need a plan. And a damn good one at that.
Then let's go home and find one. Ash will have to wait.
And I got all new abilities to play with.
Mid says Odin split the sea in two. She's always been partial to a tall tale. But there's tall, and then there's tall.
I struggle to believe it myself.
I see your uncle isn't with you.
He stayed with the Enterprise. After our brush with the Einherja, she was in urgent need of repair. And my uncle knows a shipwright in Randalar. We're to join him there when we're ready to sail for Ash.
You sure that's wise? Last I heard, the place was still overrun with Akashic.
Show me a city where that isn't true. Ultima's plague is spreading.
We're running out of time, aren't we? We've done our best to shore up that hideaway. But I doubt a few planks will stop what's coming. Still, we'll keep at it. Every little helps, I suppose.
I don't think the Akasha can swim. They seem almost like zombie-like. Power of Ice. I was claimed a portion of the Eikon Shiva's essence. Abilities. Old Snap can be used swiftly. Move left, right, forward, or back to either dodge attacks or close in on an enemy. Oh.
I should visit Joshua. Assuming Talia will allow it.
We got some side quests we gotta do. Is this a Blacksmith Part 3 thing?
Heard the bad news then, did you?
What bad news?
About Dravost. Blackthorn's old haunt. With the forge and all that. Well, anyway, the mine's just down the road from there are spewing at Aether like no one's business.
And the village?
Safe from the flood for now, but they've got other problems. Akashic. Every creature in the area is either turned or on the way to turning, apparently. Zoltan and the others are living on borrowed time. They need help, and quick. Doris sent a few curse breakers to keep an eye on things, but there's only so much a couple of scouts can do. Except get eaten. If something ain't done soon, the whole place will be overrun.
I won't let that happen.
Didn't think you would.
Does Blackthorn know?
I thought it might be better if he didn't. He'd only do something stupid. You reckon we should tell him?
No. It's better this way.
Yeah, well, I can't stand about knowing what's happening out there, so I'm off. I'll see you in Dravost.
One up top, and then one in the chambers. Let's go pick all these up. This will give us a good chance to try out all of our new abilities, which we haven't even looked at yet. Requesting the Alliant reports. Recipe. Just all sorts of new stuff popping up. And I will say, this is probably one of the few times that it feels natural to like take a break and do side quests. Like, we just escaped from Odin. We know we're going to have to confront him at some point, but we're not doing it right now.
Ah, Sid. Just the man I was hoping to see. Did you have a mo?
Don't tell me. You need more bomb ash.
Oh no, we still got plenty of that left. I'm working on bringing another one of the Chief's designs to life. It's got a reverberatory hood over the top for additional thermal amplification. But, let's just say it gets very blimmin' hot. A heck of a lot hotter than anything Blackthorn's got in his forge, that's for certain. Only mithril engines get hotter, and you can't chuck ore in one of them and get metal out the other end. Trouble is, we won't be able to make out of any old rubbish neither. We need the good stuff. And I hear you once helped Helena get her hands on exactly that. Any chance you could help me too?
If it's for the good of the hideaway, I'd be happy to.
Oh, it is. I promise you.
So, what exactly is this good stuff you need me to find?
We've got a couple of examples here. Spherical echoes, we call them.
More fallen materials. So this smelter is similar to the mithril engine in more ways than one.
That's right. They're a bit like the thermal helms. Fallen ceramics deal with heat like nothing else, see? And what's more, they're directional, transferring heat from the inside to the outside. But these things, they're all outside. If we line the hood with them, they'll reflect the heat right back into the furnace. We've collected as many as we can, and I know where we can get the rest.
So you want me to visit some ruins, destroy some echoes, and bring back the spheres they're guarding?
That's it in a nutshell. Yeah, we're only 3 short, mate. And we know exactly where they are. There's one up Amber Way, in that ruin that they call Lost Plume, and another in the Silent South, over in Dalmekia. Last one is in the ruins of Advent, which is in the Empire.
All right then. Wish me luck.
It'll do.
A whole lot of talking to just say, get me some things. Time is money, friend. You're burning it up.
How was she?
Miss, can we read Miss Editor's story for our lesson today?
Canva lost.
Have you tried Molly's lemon tarts?
So, what'll it be?
Ice brand.
No scratches, right? Anything else?
The stews.
There's no way of knowing if Doris will confide in me. But I can speak to her at least.
Nope, damn it. Trick deck. Nope. I mean, God, I wish this connected to somewhere. Oh, I'll test the abilities since we're out in the field. I haven't even equipped anything yet.
Covered in nicks and lumps.
Where are you?
Can I help you, Sid?
I'm looking for Doris. Is she here?
I'm afraid not. She's at Martha's Rest on a job. My job, actually. When she heard what the mission was, she insisted on going herself. Alone.
Did she? What was the mission?
Following up on some new information. Once they'd settled in, the bearers you helped liberate in the Dragon's Eyrie were keen to talk about their imprisonment. And about their captor.
The slaver Cole's team were tracking when they were attacked by the Beastmen. I'll go and find her. She's at Martha's Rest, you say?
If she's not moved on already, yes. I hope everything's all right.
Why would Doris insist on going alone? Maybe...
Oh my god. Well, hang on. Some of these might just be the quests I already have. Maybe they're not all new quests. That has to be it. I think a couple are new quests, though. But I've never seen that many marks. It's like, whoa. Let me go to Eikons for a bit. Let's take off you for now. You're kind of a dodge gimmick. I don't think I'll need my nukes for the time being, so we'll start with Ice Age and Mesmerize. And then just to get access to the stuff I need, we will refund you. Give me all the ability points. Increase permafrost duration. You use this powerful attack called Frostbite. They become temporarily frozen. Persistent dodging an enemy attack with Cold Snap freezes all enemies in the radius. This knows permafrost, okay? I'm gonna add this on eventually. The first two, a river of icicles that greatly knocks back any enemy it strikes. Hold the button to increase the potency. And it looks like there's a sweet spot with it, similar to Titans. I like that a lot. Increase width and force. Add a freezing effect. Increase precision window. Okay, looks like it could be really cool. Multiple shards of ice that upon striking lighter enemies, draw them towards Clive can be used in midair, so it's like a vacuum. 3 shards behind Clive. Huh. Alright, those sound pretty neat.
To be worried.
Let's do the weirder science one first. A lot of these are just brand new side quests. Damn. Bro, that's so many. Alright. We're gonna have to do a couple side quest episodes, I think. My guess is the next time when we go to destroy that final Mothercrystal, that probably is like the beginning of the end for the game, you know, because we're gonna destroy that, and then from there we're gonna have like a showdown with Barnabas, get his power, and at that we would have the showdown with Ultima. The only thing that doesn't make sense though is there's this whole thing about how, you know, Clive is supposed to be a vessel or something for Ultima and all of his powers, blah blah blah. But Leviathan is missing, so we're just like, oh, you can be incomplete. It's fine. I'm liking that Ice Age thing. The Ice Age seems pretty juicy. Mesmerize didn't seem to really do anything, though. I like the idea of it. Hitting multiple enemies and grouping them in, but those were small enemies and just didn't happen. I didn't see any grouping.
To deal with these ones first.
Like that. I'm not too keen on Cold Snap. That seems just kind of like very solid ability there.
Now to find this spherical echo. This is it.
Guess from you, maybe? Cache chocobos.
Damn it. The whole village is turned. I can walk from here.
Yeah, that does big damage, and it freezes them up in the air so that I can follow up an attack. I like that. That's. I want to compare the damage of it, but Ice Age has a very good chance of being included in my builds moving forward. Mesmerize not so much, but maybe there's potential to like do. Yeah, I think it's just the, I don't know, even the grouping, it wasn't a tight enough grouping to feel like I was going to benefit from that. It's a utility spell, but with weak-ass utility. Rime, colossal ice crystal that deals continuous damage to all enemies that become trapped inside of it. Well, that sounds quite juicy. That sounds like an upgrade to, does it lock enemies inside? Can I like lightning rod into Rime? And just watch stuff be like blah, 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 and just die, completely unable to fight.
That's better.
I can. All right, that's pretty busted. That has some. Though I'd wanna Rime. Damn, it's already up again. Holy shit, that cooldown is fast. All right, another thing where I'm gonna want to test the damage, but Rime might just be a better version of Lightning Rod. And I can remove it, or I can move it. It's definitely a little hard to place it. Oh god, what? Whoa. Bro, excuse me? What the fuck was that? I got the perfect dodge and the game's like, you did, but there's more. And I just died. Damn, they straight up chucked me all the way back to the Aud Hill docks. Suck a dick, Fallen. That was whack. Incredibly whack. The wackest of whack. Here, I'm out here testing abilities, having a good time, trying to figure out what works. This dude's like, what if I kill you with my cheat ability? That's what that felt like. Filthy cheater.
Let's go. Faster.
You look pretty. That's just a regular. For a second I thought maybe it was a new hunt. shit, wrong button. Maybe it just doesn't do that much damage. Think this bitch killed me. He definitely cheated. Whatever that shit was, you just saw that fight.
2 down, 1 to go.
Silent Sow. I really like Rhyme on a conceptual level, but I feel like the damage is probably too low on it. Look at it again. See? Drawn inside, suffer continuous damage until it subsides. It can only draw on smaller, lighter enemies. Pressing the execute button after the crystal has been summoned will cause it to dissipate and replace with another. Will not disturb enemies immediately in front. Can be used in midair. So I think the downside of this, it sounds like it has fantastic grouping potential for like crap units. Kind of similar to Ignition did. But I don't think it's gonna provide enough damage on large foes to be worthwhile. In fact, it sounds like the damage it's going to do on large foes is quite piddly. Sucks. This fight looks like it has a lot more of the small foes, though, so maybe I can... It's kind of nice to just fire and forget it on assholes like that. That ability is phenomenal. We're only really getting 24 per tick. Yeah, I don't think we really need it. I mean, the idea of drawing in weaker enemies is interesting, but I'm not sold. You are solid. Summon a winter storm that freezes enemies in place within a radius before dealing massive ice damage and knocking them back. Increased number of ice blasts to 2 and increases hits for each blast. Try it out. Diamond Dust. Will of Ice over there. I want to compare this damage to, I mean, Wind Up should be stronger. But I feel like this feels like a different flavor of Wind Up, you know? Like Wind Up is going to be more single focus on a target, whereas this I think is going to be wider. I think I might be able to do something like a really fat version of this, and then immediately follow it up with a Wind Up for juicy damage.
Owain can uncross his toes now.
Blacksmith Blues is right down there. Well, I wrap up, or do I turn this into another hour episode? Choices, right? There's so many side quests. It's like the idea of, I'm gonna make it a side quest episode. I'm like, there's like a billion. Let's try and do...
So Dravost is still standing.
Let's do this one, and then we'll wrap after we go through this.
Clive! You're here!
And the Akashic?
Mostly off to the north still. But I spoke to Doris's scouts and it turns out things are worse than I thought. There's swarms of them out there. Told old Snotty to be ready to seal the north gate. That should buy us some time if we need it. Enough for the villagers to barricade themselves inside their homes at least.
Well done.
Welcome back, Sid. I'd never have guessed, you know. Not if August hadn't let slip. Who'd have thought that the savior of Dravost would turn out to be the realm's most infamous outlaw? Keen to help us out again?
I am.
Thought you could sneak off without me, did ya?
Blackthorn.
Oh, what are you doing here?
One of the scouts couldn't keep his voice down. Unlike my best mate who didn't think I deserved to know. Zoltan, how long's it been? Long enough for us two to turn into a pair of old codgers, I see.
That your idea of an apology? Prick.
Don't listen to him. You only did what you thought was best. For the village and that.
I did, yeah. But that ain't the whole of it. Vulcan, our master, didn't leave the chiefdom to the two of us. He left it to me. The best blacksmith in Dravost, barring himself, of course. Bloody stupid tradition, in my opinion. If someone's got talent, you should let them practice their craft, not ask them to settle petty feuds and barter for grain. Our master wasted half his life that way. I wasn't about to let that happen to me.
So you wasted half of mine instead.
You're what Dravost needed. Under me and my precious ideals, this place wouldn't have lasted a year. So I left to devote myself to the work and spare you lot the consequences. I may be a selfish prick, but I only did what I felt I had to.
What you had to do was your duty!
Even if it meant we all starved?
Enough. This is no time for bickering. You can finish beating each other up once Dravost is safe.
Fine. I've said my piece anyway.
Yeah, so have I.
Sorry, Clive. I shouldn't have stuck my nose in. We're short enough on time as it is. Still, give us a mo, would you? I need to get my head straight before any of them Akashic try to bite it off.
There's no moments. We must go now.
You, ready for the off, then?
We can't afford to waste any more time.
Right you are. Might be worth having one last word with the scouts, though. Don't want any nasty surprises, do we? Oh, and Blackthorn, you and Zoltan might be better off staying inside the...
Akashic on the move.
How close are they?
Within sight of the walls. And there are more coming up from the mines.
What was I saying about nasty surprises?
They'll wash right over us if we stay out in the open. We're pulling back behind the gates.
Good idea. Get yourselves inside, but keep your weapons handy.
Understood.
Sounds like it's about to be a boss fight of Akashic.
I'm prepared to fight if I have to.
Well, let's hope you don't. That's our job. Once the scouts are inside, order your men to barricade the gates. No heroic last stands, you hear me? No fighting at all if you can help it.
August's right. I've seen what Akashic beasts can do to armor. The people here are tough and willing, but they ain't equipped to face what's coming.
I'm going out there. Start work on the gate as soon as I've left. I'll give you as much time as I can.
And if they kill you?
You evacuate. But it won't come to that. I promise.
They kill me?
You'd better be right.
Take good care of Dravoj till I get back.
Leave it to me. And give those things what for, yeah?
I don't think I'm gonna have any chance to customize my abilities. I think what I got is what I got.
All right. Which one of you's first?
So what are we rocking with here? Ice Age and Wind Up. I got Will for the defensive along with Diamond Dust, which apparently does boatloads of stagger. Not bad, 35,000. I like that combo. That's pretty insane. We just instantly got the stagger off on the Akashic Griffin. We're missing some of our damage, but
Is that it? Apparently not.
Chimera. This will be a good chance to test out Diamond Dust's stagger capabilities.
They're not getting past me.
I should have had that. No. Okay. Oh, wait, he's in his thing. I guess, does he do it when I semi-prime, maybe? Am I just now noticing that? Ooh. What kind of damage are we going to do to each target that's already staggered? I'm able to go through almost the full stagger gauge with those two abilities. Damn, that is insanely strong though. I really want to test the limits, like, you know, if I'm fighting, I mean, I haven't fought one of these before, so this is the fact that I instantly blew through half of its stagger gauge. Like, I don't know, man, I'm kind of getting this feeling like,
the question is, did I miss any?
Could I basically, so drop gouge.
Man alive! You still in
No, I'll let them talk and then I'll go into my theory crafting.
I slew as many as I could.
As many as I could, he says. The old bleeding lot, more like it. Well, almost.
Only almost.
Yeah, one or two did try to sneak over the wall. But we got the bastards, don't you worry.
Good. Though you do know, more will come in time.
In time, yeah. But we can think about them later. Let's get you back inside.
Sid, you're even more fearsome than your reputation. Enough to give those Akashic monsters nightmares. I almost felt sorry for the wretched things. But mostly, I felt grateful. Dravost won't forget what you did today.
I'm afraid I've only delayed the inevitable. There's no getting rid of that ether flood. Meaning that any living thing which stumbles into those mines will end up clawing at your walls again.
And that's if the flood don't spread. If it does, well, I hate to say it, but the village's days are numbered.
That may be, but we're staying just the same. With ether floods springing up all over, it's no less safe than anywhere, and more importantly, it's our home. We'll fortify the gates to the north, and I'll see that they're guarded day and night.
All right. Then we'll give you a hand shoring up those defenses.
As for you, Blackthorn, that's twice you've turned up when Dravoj needed you. So, thanks.
I shouldn't have stayed away so long. And I shouldn't have left without talking it over with you first.
Too bloody right you shouldn't. Though I doubt I'd have listened. I always envied you. How you made everything look so easy when, for me, it was anything but. You leaving gave me the perfect excuse to hate you. And from that day on, I never once stopped to wonder what it would have been like if you'd stayed. But what you said earlier, it was true. You'd have been the death of this place.
Finally, something we can agree on. I hope you see the sense of it eventually. You kept this place alive.
Alive, perhaps. Wealthy even, but Dravoj isn't what it once was. Our work used to be the pride of Dalmekia. Now, we churn out the same rubbish day after day because it's easy and turns a profit. It's not about the craft anymore. I wouldn't send my sons to war wearing the shit most of our smiths are making. I've kept working, honing my skills, trying to lead by example, but no one sees the point. The average castle apprentice has as much passion for the craft as our current lot. Come back to us, Blackthorn. Remind Dravoj what a true master blacksmith looks like. I'll even man those bellows of yours if it means we can work at the same forge again.
That's a kind offer. Kinder than I deserve. And I wish I could accept, but I'm needed elsewhere. There's people who trust their lives to my steel, and I daren't let them down.
Fair enough.
But that doesn't mean I couldn't visit from time to time. Let's see if we can't rekindle this town's passion for the craft, shall we?
I'd like that.
Just be sure to tell Snotty to let me in the next time I come calling, yeah?
Knowing him, he'd let you in anyway. Blackthorn. The Master Smith turned outlaw, back in my good graces. I never thought I'd see the day.
I'd say that went pretty well, wouldn't you?
Even better than I'd hoped.
Sid, I've got something for you.
Goodies? Ah, new Boy Scout badge.
And this is?
A token of our lasting gratitude. But I'm of a mind to make you a far grander gift. Designs for a certain sword have been passed down from chief to chief for generations.
Ultimate weapon?
Now hold on, Zoltan. There's a reason no one's made that blade in centuries. There's not been a craftsman equal to the task. I'll admit your cinders make impressive steel, and I've learned to own an edge Odin will be proud of. But the engravings on that thing are enough to make a jeweler cry. And they're not just for show, either.
Have you forgotten what brought you back to Dravoj in the first place? A certain ring? I knew I'd never surpass you with the hammer and tongs. So I turned my hand to a different kind of metalwork. Between the two of us, I'd say we're the equal of any master craftsman ever to have graced a forge.
You know what?
Sounds like ultimate weapon territory.
Clive, you wouldn't mind if Zoltan came back to the hideaway, would you?
He's more than welcome. As long as he can keep our secret.
Right. Zoltan, get your tools. We've got a legend to forge.
Yeah, it's definitely ultimate weapon. I'm making ultimate weapon. So there's 2 side quests here. 2 here. Quest there, quest there, quest there. God, there's so many side quests. This 100% does... this feels like the precursor to the end. Like, with this many side quests popping up, this is definitely like a, you know, shit's gonna go down very soon, so we're gonna give you everything. Let's turn these ones in. No hunts, no new rewards. I guess I could see exactly how many we have. Let's see.
Quick look.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, it's not as bad as I thought.
Seen enough?
I think seeing those plus the ones I had on the map was just a little overwhelming. But 5, I think I can... I don't know, maybe another hour episode I can knock them all out. The thing is, I really don't like doing the hour episodes with this. It's just... I mean, it kind of worked with Elden Ring a little, but they're... The thing a lot of people don't get is, like, hour-long episodes are actually pretty detrimental to the channel. They, you know, probably one of the biggest things on YouTube is going to be retention and watch time.
Ah, Sid. Wasn't expecting you back so soon. So, is it good news or bad?
Good, thankfully. Here.
Ah, that's brilliant. Thanks a blimmin' million. I'll fit 'em to the smelter right away. May I present to you the Telemon Furnace? Ain't bad, is she?
She's a beauty.
You saved my bacon again, Sid, and I ain't about to let your good deed go unrewarded.
It's fine, really. My bag's flexible enough already.
Oh, don't say that. I'm sure I can make a few improvements to it yet.
You could just buy me a bigger...
How about that clasp? Looks a bit stiff. Reckon you could loosen it up and make some more room? And I reckon I know how. With a new alloy we've been working on. The Telemon Furnace was just what we needed to perfect it. It's a metal, see? So it's lovely and strong, but it's also, well, stretchy, if you can believe it.
Stretchy metal. Well, if you insist.
That is the spirit.
Stretchy metal.
So, what do you reckon?
It's actually quite ingenious. Thank you, Owain.
Shh, don't mention it. You earned it. And I wanted to get some practice in using that metal anyway. Reckon we'll have all kinds of uses for it around the hideaway. Can't think of any right now, but that's our job, innit? Maybe even out there, too. One day, the whole world's gonna know about the inventions you've helped us put together.
They'll hardly believe their eyes, I'm sure.
Let's get more capacity, I guess. Got a level. Yeah, expanded potion satchel. But so what I was saying is, one of the biggest things on YouTube, of course, is watch time. And you know, our episodes are just they take longer. It's harder for someone to consume that in a single sitting. And even if you were to, you know, watch a video for 30 minutes and then, you know, close out of it and then come back and start back 30 minutes later, YouTube doesn't count that as one person watched 100% of the video. They count that as 2 people only watch 50% of the video. So from a length perspective, these hour-long episodes, long-term, they can hurt your channel. Now, obviously, like, I've built the channel up to a point where you know, a couple hour videos here and there isn't going to murder me, but it's something that I traditionally hate doing because of the negativity around it and how it can damage things.
Ah, the man himself.
We were just about to make a start on that sword I promised you.
It's funny, but none of this would have been possible without your help. You remember Camille? We'll be using his leather work for the grip. The steel, meanwhile, will be tempered in a fire, burning the cinders you charmed out of old Zoltan here. And that whetstone from the Outer Isles, that'll be what gives the blade its edge. And the final flourish will be my talented colleagues' engraving.
A team effort led by the greatest blacksmith alive.
Now, save that talk till the thing's finished, yeah? Right. I'm ready if you are.
To the bellows it is, then.
Wait, am I getting it right now? I don't gotta go hunt down materials?
Well, bugger me. We actually did it.
Thing looks thick.
The sword to end all swords. Ragnarok.
It's quite something.
I trust you'll take good care of it.
Thank you. Both of you.
So, does this make you pair the greatest craftsman alive, then?
This? Nah. This was just following the footsteps of the greats of old. It'll take more than that to earn us our place in history. But we're up for the challenge. Here.
A list of materials.
Zoltan and I got talking on the long road back from Dravost.
We reckon with those items there, we could craft something even better than the Ragnarok. Something worthy of a legendary outlaw like yourself.
That's a weapon I'd like to see. You leave this list with me.
I was hoping you'd say that.
One legend at a time, eh, lads? Before you start on the next, who fancies raising a cup to friendship reforged?
Good idea. No more drinking to forget my past. It's about time I had something to celebrate.
Then tap the kegs! Vulcan's boys are on their way!
So, this sword is apparently nutty. And this one is even more so. But I remember I had one of my buddies was talking about how ridiculous Ultima Weapon was. And so they mentioned Ragnarok, and I'm like, that's not Ultima Weapon. So I Googled real fast a list of weapons. And we apparently just skipped like so many tiers. So Icebrand was 300. This thing's up at 325, right? Besides this, there's Defender, which would go from 320 to 330. There's Everdark, which would be like the Barnabas encounter. That's 315. There's something in a chest called Masamune. That's 310. And then there's Icebrand at 300. So we basically just went zoop, straight up to 325. Apparently that Götterdämmerung thing goes up to 375. And then Ultima Weapon, which is New Game Plus, is fucking 700, which is, you know, that's obviously just silly at that point. Let's see what I need for the other thing. I'm guessing, like, rare hunt materials or something.
I never fought me, and if it hadn't been for you, we wouldn't. You've been a good friend of me, Clive. The best. So, what'll it be?
Isn't there some... Oh yeah, the Ouroboros. I need a stone tongue for that. Sons of Ouroboros. Stained loincloth.
Anything else?
Maybe craft?
What did you get, or what do you want?
Or a Calcum Dark Steel Primitive Battle Horn. Let me make some notes here. 2 dark steel, 1 primitive battle horn, and then the other shit for that, stone tongue and stained loincloth. That way I know I have a list of the shit I need to get my basically best in slot gear. Huh. I mean, I already got a lot of the orichalcum. Oh wait, no, I'm gonna need more orichalcum because I'm gonna need it for this. I didn't even notice that. And you're gonna need orichalcum. Yeah, that looks sweet.
That it?
Either way, let's wrap things up here for now. We obviously have a buttload of side quests to do, and I've spent way too long in this game to stop now. So we're obviously going to continue on with those in the next part. I'll probably, just because there's so many of them, I don't know if I really want to have like multiple hour-long episodes in a row, so I'll probably split things up. But either way, more is coming your way regardless. So stay tuned, and I'll catch y'all then.